Yeah, go.
Hey guys, welcome to Adam's Craft Beer channel. We are in Amsterdam today and I'm with Jack Walker of Beer Reviews.
That's not Jack, that's Jade.
Hello.
Jack, go on.
That's hello. And this is me.
Yeah.
We're in Jack, what bar are we in?
Café de Spuyt.
And it's a craft beer bar in Amsterdam. And look at the menu. It should explain itself.
I'm just going to zoom in on a couple here. Westwood Zone 12 there. We have Emily's, Jopen, De Molen, a ton of Belgian ones, a couple of American ones, and they've also got some special ones on there on the board. A couple more Westwood Zone ones that you don't see too often too.
Yeah.
And Prosecco.
Yeah,
It was a pretty damn tough choice, but it seems as though De Molen are actually quite near. I did want to review another one of their beers, so I've got one of their IPAs actually. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to try. I think Jack can. Yeah.
Fire and Flames.
I've already got the beer poured. It's in a De Molen glass. We've not got the best line in here, so you're not going to be able to see the actual hue in it, but I will put the candle behind it.
There you go. Yeah, that's
Just so you can actually see that it's actually quite dark. It's not a double IPA, but it looks like one. But in terms of aroma, anyway, I've already given this one a smell, but we've got a lot of peach, classic sort of like really subtle grapefruits, a touch of like really ripe and juicy mango in there. And the thing that I'm liking about this is it actually got a slight touch of like Belgian sugariness in it as well. But anyway, guys, this is the first beer of the weekend. Cheers.
first of very many.
And it's absolutely lovely. It's an IPA with a lot of, basically I'd describe it as having a less bitter back end and a more Belgium style back end. It has got that sugary sweetness to the back end from Belgian yeast, but overall it's just very pleasing to drink, and I think it's at 6.2 is this? 6.8?
Yeah.
Is it 6.2?
6.2? Yes.
Yeah, 6.2 is this, and that, you know, it just goes down so easily. I mean, I've been reviewing a lot of session ales on the channel recently, and they've all been relatively disappointing. Now, I would class this as a session ale, because this is exactly what I would want a session on. It's so easily drinkable. It's got that nice sugary sweetness at the back end, which leaves your palate wanting more, rather than an intense bitterness, which leaves your palate dry as hell and not really wanting much more of the beer. And it's got all the classic fruity character with a little bit of caramel overtone as well. And yeah, it's an overall lovely beer. And to be honest, guys, I'd give this a full-on sort of like, you know, in terms of a session ale, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. Cracking beer. That's De Molen. Again, can't really pronounce it, but there you go. Focuses. So yeah, that's 8.5 from me, guys. Thanks very much for joining us in Amsterdam.
Cool. My turn.
Jack's turn. So Jack's got the...
You've got the Duchesse de Bourguignon.
So let's try and get...
Yeah, I'll tell you what, can I do that?
Yeah.
Can you see that? Duchesse de Bourguignon, with a wonderful picture of Duchesse de Bourguignon on it. This is a Flanders Red Ale from Belgium. Flanders Reds being the kind of very tart, very sour beers that they age in oak. I believe Adam said it was red wine, and I think he's right in saying that because the beer is actually tinged red. Again, you can't really see it, but candle behind it trick, maybe just about see it. It's tinged red anyway. So very sour. It's had like a sweet sour sort of taste to it. It's got a lovely little glass as well, Duchesse de Bourguignon.
Beautiful glass.
Colour, looks great. Not much of a white head, but it does lace alright actually when you said that. Still going for a bit of the nose. It's stupendous. It's a real prickle of quite lactic and acetic acid on the nose. It really is a bit of a punch in which you're going to go. There is like a little bit of cherry note behind it, something sweet, some kind of dark fruit and plummy behind it, but it's quite aggressive on the acetic notes. It does smell pretty sour. So, cheers everyone, let's give this a try. But I will say it's actually a lot more balanced. There's kind of a caramel sweetness through it. I do wonder if they have cherries in it, because I'm getting this plum fruit note, stone fruit note right at the beginning. Sugary sweetness that then kind of eases into acetic bitterness and lactic bitterness at the end. It's just a little bit of barley off from just the back of the palate, perhaps, bit of bread. Very subtle though, and you're left with the kind of the backwash of sour, as I call it. When your mouth goes sour and then it goes sweet afterwards, and you're left with a nice warming feeling. This is a 6 point. I think this is 6.8% to this one.
I was just trying to look for it.
6.2 as well, actually. So we've got two 6.2s, but on the completely opposite end of the spectrum. It's really well balanced, actually. It's not too sour, it's not too sweet. It's a brilliant example of Flanders Red. The style I love, oak aged and sour. You can't go wrong in my books when you say those two. God, this is probably going to be a 9 out of 10 beer for me, actually. I think it's absolutely fun. Definitely try it again and again and again. It's wonderful. Just goes to show you how far and wide and weird a beer can go. And it's fantastic. So thank you for joining us at the Cafe de Spuyt in Amsterdam. This is just like a couple of minutes to walk away from our flat, so we're probably going to be staying here a while. So cheers everyone, good night.